Hi, everybody. Welcome back. When you hear the word ghost, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Is it a white sheet over an old wooden post, or maybe some chains dragging metal moans? However you see ghosts, chances are you think of them haunting a house. But if you look around, there are other potential places for spirits to linger. One such place is the forest. And today we're going to look at some of the most frightening forest hauntings ever recorded. A foreboding presence. When you picture a ghost story set in the woods, it might be easy to imagine a single dark figure standing silently in the trees. A lone ghost in the woods could certainly be terrifying, but when we move away from solitary spectres and toward spectral settlements, things become more frightening. In 1775, a British naval officer wrote about an encounter with something supernatural during his time in India. He had gone hunting one day, but quickly realized that he wasn't alone. The woods were filled with a terrible noise like the howling of wolves, even though this was a region known not to have wolves. What was worse, he heard what sounded like human screams. As he traveled through the trees, he came across many disturbing sights, including large footprints, broken tree branches, and overturned deer carcasses. When he finally made it back to camp, he found that two of his companions were missing. Were they lost in the woods, or did something sinister take them? Was this a pack of wild dogs, or something else entirely? It would seem that the latter was true. According to a legend from the region, these sounds and sights were caused by a tribe of jungle ghosts. Some said they were the souls of those who died in a battle between the British and Indian forces. Others claimed they were evil spirits who lured travelers into the woods to tear their flesh and drink their blood. Haunted Hideaway, stories of malevolent forest tribes aren't exclusive to India. There are similar tales from all around the world. In Japan, there is a myth of a mountain tribe whose members can lure unsuspecting hikers into the mountains and make them disappear. The last sighting of any hiker taken by the Yamamba was always a single footprint. There are also the Yowie men from Australia, huge hairy creatures who kidnap those foolish enough to wander into their territory. Then there's the Wendigo from the Great Lakes region. The Wendigo isn't a tribe, but a single creature who haunts the Michigan-Wisconsin border. Those who hear its cry while hiking or camping should run in the opposite direction. The two men had been arguing recently, and Averill shot Miller without warning. Averill was later hanged for his crime. But when people visit Miller's grave, they sometimes feel a dark presence watching them. Some say that the ghost of David Miller appears to them and asks them to deliver a message to his family. Ghostly gathering. Not all forest ghosts are violent, but they can still be frightening. No one wants to come across a ghostly gathering in the woods. In 1836, Sir David Brewster recounted a strange experience he had in Scotland. He and his companions were hiking when they saw a faint light coming from the trees ahead. As they got closer, they realized it was a group of people dancing in a circle. They were dressed in old-fashioned clothing and seemed to be completely oblivious to the observers. Brewster and his friends watched from the edge of the clearing for a time, but eventually the group began to notice them. The moment the ghostly dancers saw the onlookers, they stopped their strange ritual and vanished into the trees. A lingering light. Sometimes forest hauntings don't even involve ghosts. That's right, sometimes the scariest things in the woods aren't dead people. They never were. Take, for example, the Manteo, Texas woods in the early 1970s. A group of campers was startled by the appearance of a mysterious campfire. The flames were real and there was no one around them. The campers tried to put out the fire, but it wouldn't go out. No matter how much they threw on it, it burned brightly throughout the night. Eventually, the campers fled in terror. The fire continued to burn for several days before it finally went out. While this phenomenon might have been explained by natural causes, the same couldn't be said for the Devil's Tramping Ground in North Carolina. This strange circular clearing has been the source of local legends since the 1700s. The ground has a strange black color to it and nothing grows within its borders. Some claim it's the home of a traveling circus, while others believe it's where the devil himself comes to dance. Either way, there's one thing everyone agrees on. Don't walk inside the circle, or you'll be trapped forever. Have you ever seen a ghost in the woods? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who loves a good ghost story. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.